If you've been following the channel, you know that I do some sports photography, mainly tennis, and I'm about to go to a place where every tennis player wants to go, if they're a true tennis fan, of course. Well, as you could have guessed, we are at Wimbledon. We decided to do a tour of Wimbledon just to capture a little bit of the history of such an iconic place. And you might be wondering, yes, it's not a typical photography place that most photographers would want to go, but since I'm a tennis player, this is really cool to me. Now that we're done with the conference room, they took us to court number 2, where is one of the iconic courts where you see a lot of action. It's really cool to experience it nice and empty to capture some amazing photos in this location. Así se pasa tu vlog. Porque a veces cuando te dejan así tener como que tu cámara, pues sí, entonces sí, no me pueden decir nada. No me pueden decir nada. Right, Kels? She knows Spanish now. But now we started walking into around the grounds where we could find some cool little structure and architecture photos, like this area of this location of the courts. It was really cool to see just a lot of the history of Wimbledon, especially this court right here. Court number 18 is a court where there was a historic match between Nicolas Mahut and John Isner, where they went for about 11 hours. And it was really cool to see it in person and take some great photos of the location. It was time to make our way to a very cool section, especially if you're in the media department. This is a section where you get to oversee the grounds a lot easier, but because a lot of the media tends to set up their kind of little sections up here where they have their newscasters and commentators, so it's really cool to experience things from above to capture a different perspective of Wimbledon. It's really nice just to have this view that you're able to capture some cool little shots of architecture and portraits. After seeing the past champions list and getting to see a little bit of underneath the magic, we're off to the main attraction. You might be able to guess what I'm talking about if you're a tennis fan, but in case you don't know, I of course have to let you know we're here. Wimbledon Center Court. Got the museum part right here that you can come see as well. Well, you get to see quite a cool little, history stuff of tennis, and for me, something nice, and it just went really dark on me. But yeah, you get to see some cool little things to take photos of, so really fun for me to take photos here. And of course, we cannot miss out on the iconic trophies from Wimbledon that have so much history and so much passion left behind. Well, we are back from checking out the Wimbledon Museum and also the facilities for the tennis tournament that happens in London. If you're a tennis fan like myself, you will really enjoy the tour and get to experience something that not a lot of people get to see because there's always a rush of people if you go to the event itself. I myself have never gone to the full event of Wimbledon, like I've gone to use the US Open and taken photos there that I did earlier in the year, and it was a lot of fun. I only got to do some photos this time to document like a historical place like Wimbledon itself for the facilities and the history of what is done for tennis, but without the tennis players, which is something that I'm fine with because in reality, to get tickets for the Wimbledon is very hard to do, and it's understandable because it's a very sought out for, Grand Slam tournament for tennis. And for me, I just wanted to have an experience with, the tennis department of how much I do it, to take photos of the location and just, do something, I guess, in a sense, touristy style, but it's more meaningful because of what I do. I'm a tennis player. I've played tennis since I was 5 years old. I've gone to, obviously travel for it. I've gone to play in university, high school, and all that stuff. Now I have a tennis academy as well. So it's really nice to have that kind of type of education to go into the facility for the museum part of it, to get a little bit of the showcase of the area, get to see everything up close and personal, and be able to essentially, take photos and videos of such a cool place and bring you along with me. Because if you're watching this, you're probably some sort of tennis fan and you enjoy tennis to a certain degree. So I appreciate that you gave this video a chance of kind of what I usually do in the video, for the channel and stuff like that. I try to bring a little bit of everything when it comes down to gear reviews, as well as experiences behind the scenes and everything. And this was just more of a kind of getting to photograph, the Wimbledon facilities and everything, and, get creative with my shots, but also enjoy the history of it and get to experience a lot of things while here in London. And I think it was a great success. I was very happy how everything turned out, and I was very happy to get to experience it with, just seeing every little detail that we could on the tour to capture and document and show you how it was all about. So if you're ever wanting to go to the museum for it, I would 100% recommend it, especially with the, tour that they give you, and very good details with the guide that we had. Very phenomenal job that he did. And I was really excited for it. Left very happy, left with, nice souvenirs and everything. So it was a lot of fun. So yeah, it was great. But if you, are a tennis fan, let me know down below who your favorite tennis player is. I'll be judging you on that, but kind of not really. So yeah, go ahead and leave a comment down below on that. And we'll have, a nice little discussion about tennis as well, besides camera gear. But with all that said and done, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Share this video with a friend. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.